Good afternoon. Welcome to Options Center. It is Wednesday, 1/18/23. I had to look. Forgot what day it was. Man, I was zoned out by the market today. Kind of inch its way and ground its way down. I do believe we have a top in for the time being. And we have two things that I want to put the last couple of videos. I want to put those two things together that we're looking for in order to see a path possibilities that could happen. So before I get into it, go down to that bottom right hand corner, hit that Options Center logo and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the like buttons. It really helps. And you guys have been fantastic. And I really appreciate it. And I hope these market updates are helping. We're trying to navigate this tough market at all times. Okay, so here we go. ES on multiple time frames. We'll start off with the monthly. We have, once again, a rejection from the 8 EMA. Okay, the month, we still have plenty of time. We're halfway through. So we'll have to see that how that ends. But my target's still, I'm looking for this 3,500 to 3,200 area to hit next. Okay, that's going to take some time, but this leg down here should be pretty impulsive. Okay, we don't know how much time it's going to take, but we just came out of our wedge. Let's look here on the weekly time frame. All right, we just had this back test here, and we tested the downtrend line once again, and then dropped and are rejecting off of that again, along with the 50-week moving average. And we're right back at that 8 EMA for the weekly, and it's pretty much moving sideways because the market is moving sideways. So all the moving averages on the daily especially are moving together and ready for a big move. Now that we got our reversal here, I do believe we're going to start testing these waters once again, 3,900 area, and we're going to have to just watch and not risk too much at this point because we want to get back under it for our primary scenario. It doesn't matter if it holds here and goes up and breaks out. That's what we'll play then. But with the counts that we have, we're either counting this as an impulsive wave down, as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and this should start to accelerate, or this is all of this is an ABC, and we're going to have to somehow balance out this whole move by an A, B, C higher. Okay, those are the kind of things we're looking at. Or even, there was the one that I was talking about, balance, and that's having this as the first wave down, but simply A, B, C, D, E. So for a triangle. And either bearish direction, except for the one that goes up, either bearish one where this is the bottom and we just need to balance out, and whether it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, that's going to mean a much bigger move to the downside. But this being, if this was an A, B, and then C, it's still impulsive to the downside, and we should really start to see price action just pick up the pace and larger moves. This is the time to do it. And like I said, it should be pretty apparent. I said in the past, it should be pretty apparent what is happening, because it should be pretty relentless. We got to get through some stuff and then it starts moving, but it shouldn't be lackadaisical. We're through all the holiday trade. We have FOMC is not until the beginning of February, so that's something to keep an eye out in the future, but we don't really have much more going on right now. So moving down to the daily time frame, trend is our friend. This is our triangle. We were rejected off of here, a big evening star pattern with a big rejection there. So it was a good day for us, and we're looking at hitting this point of control once again. This is a volume shelf. We'll see how we react to it. That kind of coincides with the 3,900 area that we're talking about. We get under here, and yes, we're going to have to, you have to watch every single step of the way, but you start cracking this area, and it will be pretty apparent that the move is going to start shaking and baking. Uh, I don't think we should have a huge amount of check back if we get down here, but let's leave that for when we get to that point, if we get to that point, because just like I said, a what if scenario, we start to make support here and we start to move higher. That's okay. That's all right, and we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Lastly, this 69, 60, jeez, 65-minute chart. My gosh. Um, so what we were looking at as this move went up, you can count it two ways. You can count a bullish and a bearish move, but we're looking at this secondary. We had the rising wedge. I had it highlighted before, and then we're looking for the secondary trend line, and you can call some sort of head and shoulder there if you want to, but that started to break, and then we started to add on to our puts there. We knew what was happening. I did expect more of a reaction from this point because I thought that we had some sort of 5-wave move in here, and I still do think we had that, but there's two things to look out for. If this is going to be a super strong move, we might even gap down tomorrow and continue, because this is we have a 1-2 here, but this may be just a very small 1-2. I've seen it happen before. It's almost like price just does not stop. It just grinds down. This could be a 1-2, and we're just now getting into the third wave. So I was kind of expecting a little bit more of a 1-2-1-2 setup, where this 1-2 ended here, and then we'd get a 1-2 to reload here and then continue down. But this isn't really even giving us any chance to get in there. We'll see. We'll have to see it overnight how this characterizes itself, but this could be pretty relentless to the downside. I know nothing goes straight down, but it could go to test these areas here pretty quick. And if we do get some sort of bounce and maybe we gap up tomorrow, then that would be more the scenario. Like I said, we have our high here, and then a 1-2, and then we'd call this a 1-2, and then we should really start to move after that. So we'll see if we do get some sort of bounce. If we don't, then that's much more bearish than anything else. I mean, you could like limit type price action. What else can we show you? And just to show you that it's possible that this price action can just keep going, I just want to show you an example of, for example, Apple. It's just now breaking its wedge. It hardly did anything. So it has so much further. Either we get the 1-2 setup and to the upside, or this continues to grind down through it. But it hardly did anything, and the market's already moved down, whatever it was, 60, 70 points today. And these big names haven't even really moved yet. Amazon, another example. Haven't even just started a break. I put on a position right before the market closed because it was breaking down from this resistance slash support, and this thing should start moving, and the market's just gonna come down pretty hard. And lastly, what I want to show you is that I had a video last week, I believe, that was it was Friday, and it said, hey, whatever the banks are going to do, the market's going to do. So what goes the banks goes the market. And this is what we were looking at. And the banks had a huge move to the downside already. And so that thing was moving, and it was just relentless on Friday, because we had our put positions right here against resistance, and we gapped down because of pretty shallow earnings from JP Morgan and Bank of America, and they all gapped down, and Wells Fargo, just massive gap downs, and then they just went straight up. And all that tells us is that that was the last move, the last move before setting down. But we thought we nailed it in the top there, and just we got taken out of our positions, and then it starts really moving to the downside. So it really already is lower than Friday's low there in 2 trading days. So yeah, that's what I want to show you. This looks very, very bearish, and if this starts breaking down the triangle first, that's going to be a leading indicator that that the market's going to go as well. So something to pay attention to. Set your alerts, and we'll go from there. So thanks for joining us. If you want to, I'm always on Twitter. I'm posting charts constantly. Check it out. And then if you want the Elliott wave counts, I'm on Patreon for that. And the options guys, those it's a great room. It's a Discord. See the little Discord down here? It's a Discord that we all hang out and share our trade ideas and trade setups and ask questions and camaraderie. It's free, so check it out. All right, thanks a lot, you guys. Don't forget to like the video. Have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.